Hey gamers, welcome back. This week I spoke with Stormexia. He plays a 65 Spirit Master on Israfel as Asmodian faction, and we kind of talked about a lot of different things. There's a variety of topics that we spoke about, including the Asmodian Bounty Hunting List, which I did include a screenshot of. We started off the interview with just kind of getting to know him.
Well, I started playing Aion back in 2010, like 6 months after the game was launched. So, some friends of mine were playing it, and I really like it. Like all the animations, the armors, and all that stuff. And that's what bring me to Ion. I don't know. I watched the video from all the classes, and SM was the one that called my attention. I have some alts, but I really don't play them that much. I play more my SM, as you can see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wow, that's a long time to play on the same too. No wonder you're good at it. Wow. Um, and so you've always played on our server as well, or have you? Well, I guess you wouldn't have, right? You would have started what server did you
No,
start with?
I start on all SQL,
Mm-hmm.
and when server merges start, I stood there for like 1 or 2 months just to see how the server behave, but it was really bad. Like AMK, um, like a lot of players that I knew from there moved here,
Mm-hmm.
so I decided to come here too,
And
and it
so,
was.
I'm sorry, I was just going to say one question I haven't asked other people who have told me this is when you moved over,
Mhm.
was it fairly balanced at that time, or has there always been an imbalance?
No, back then it was even. I used to see like I remember like we had the Abyss for like 6 months,
Mm-hmm.
and back then it was pretty even.
Yeah, I
Yep.
kind of wondered because if they merged, I figured it was probably to make it more even, right? And then I always forget to
Yes.
ask
Yes.
people that, so I always wondered.
Yeah. No, actually, back then Israel was Asmod dominated. That's all the reasons I came here, because I saw like, oh, that server is Asmod dominated, and I was like, well, I might as well move there, because
Mm-hmm.
I mean SQL was really bad for me. I
Mm-hmm.
was a general also on SQL,
Ah, okay.
and I was like, well, if I stay here, I'm just gonna stay back. I'm not gonna gear up, and well, it's
Right.
not gonna be fun.
Right.
So
And it's hard when everybody you know, whenever when you play with moves, then you kind of want to go with the crowd, right?
yeah.
Yeah. And I see you in a lot of the PvP stuff, but do you prefer the PvP or do you like some of the instances better?
To be honest, I like to PvP a lot, but because of my rank, it's really hard to go out on PvP. Because I
Mm-hmm.
mean, losing from 5 to 10k the dead is not really funny, and especially for me, like most of my friends just play at night, and we usually run instances and sometimes some PvP, but that's it. We kind of don't have enough time to do like a lot of PvP, and whenever I go around solo, I sometimes get some 1v1 or 1v2, which I can win,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes it's like I start fighting one person, and
Yeah.
all of the sudden it's two, and then it's three, and then
Yeah.
it's a full group, and I'm like, well,
Yeah.
might as well go somewhere else or
Yeah.
AFK.
Yeah, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
There's no point in doing
Yes, it
that.
is.
You know, one and two is a challenge, but anything more than that, it kind of gets silly after a
Well,
while.
it's just that if the alias are not that gear, you can kill them like
Right.
really easy. I've been into the situation that I can kill like a full group by myself, but when they come with like two Zorgs and SM and cleric and stuff like that, I'm like, well,
Yeah.
how I'm gonna kill you? Like, there's no way to kill that kind of group, to be
Right.
honest.
Yeah, especially when they've got heals. It
Yeah,
makes a big difference once they've got all the
dispel.
heals. Yeah, and dispels and yeah, exactly. Okay, what so you were talking about you don't like to lose your AP. Are you saving your AP for something in particular?
Well, last week I bought one of the accessories. I'm gonna try to get like the accessories and the 1 star armor,
Mm-hmm.
but the medal situation is really hard right now for the Asmos. And well, that's my goal right now. Like try to get the 1 star officer armor. Well, first of all the accessories and then the armor. Since I have the 60, and I mean it's not as having the 65 stuff, but still it's good enough.
Well, I've seen your gear, and that's from running which instance?
Well, actually, that's from camping the ID bosses. Like with when 4.0 came out, I tried to level up as fast as I could, and then I went with my legion to camp the bosses there, and also from the instances I've been getting the some of the skins too.
Nice. That's a nice looking set. I really like it on the cloth. Boy, it's that sharp. And so out of the 4.0 instances so far, which one's your favorite?
You know, it's hard to say. I don't like a lot the PvE to be honest, but I like Infinity Shard. That's one of my favorites. And Ophidian Bridge, even if it is like the instance is not that hard, but the mobs can glitch, and you need to be really careful on that instance to clear it.
I haven't had the opportunity to do any of them yet. I'm always
Uh,
I'm always working on the next thing, and I just haven't got there yet because I always did a lot of really small group stuff. So of course we
yeah,
focus more on PvP gear. So
yeah,
now it's like, oh man, now it's hard now to get your PvE gear. Anyone who hasn't started to level up, look for your PvE gear. What would you
yeah.
say is the best PvE gear actually for someone who is lower level and starting to level up into the 4.0 stuff?
Well, if you can run TS to be honest, because I there's some people that is been trying to get the Karun armor, but you know it takes like at least
Forever.
1 or 2 months to get it, probably 2 months. You know, if you do all the quests and stuff like that, but TS is easier to get because you can run it like every single day, and well, if you have a good RNG, you can get the armor in like a week probably.
Wow. And so what do you think the minimum group is for that if you are a level 60 and up?
If you're level 16, sorry, what's the question?
If
Kinda.
you're like the minimal group for TS, like, because I heard that when 4.0 came out, that some of the stuff in TS wasn't as hard as it used to be. So if you're running just say level 60 to 65 going into TS, do you need a full group
You
still?
know, I used to man it with a cleric, but what happened back in? Yeah, I used to man some of the bosses there. It wasn't that hard, but I haven't run it since 4.0 came out. Like probably it's easier. I don't know because you're like most of the people is 65 or like there is people that help their legion mates to do TS runs and they can go level up there for a bit and well you know it's not that hard right now with being 65 and you should clear it really easy.
Huh. Yeah, I've heard that because it used to be you needed a lot of MR to run TS, and I
Yeah.
heard now you don't need as much as you used to, or I don't know, maybe because our
Well, you know the it was mainly for the cleric and the Templar. It wasn't like for the whole group, you know?
right, right. I thought, oh yeah, right. It was your plate that had to be MR. That's right. I remember.
Yes, yes.
Okay, and so do you play any other MMOs or just Ion?
No, this is my first MMO, to be honest. And I used to play console games like
Mm-hmm.
shooters and stuff like that. And well, it was a big change for me because you know, in console games, you just play to like finish the game, and
Right.
after that, you can play the multiplayer, and you know, you can stay there for a bit. But you know, there's always another game coming out with like new stuff and you know new like weapons and stuff like that, but like Aion is like new patch, you can go there and you can do whatever you want pretty much. In console games is pretty is
It has end. It has
is
end, right? It has an end to
yeah,
it, a
it's
beginning
it's
and an
pretty
end.
limited.
Yeah, it's just one story. It has a beginning, middle, end, and you're done.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, Ion, it's like there's always something else to do, right?
yes, that's true.
And so, what have you heard about the 4? You've heard probably a little bit about 4.5 when it comes out, right, with the Aethertech and whatnot.
Yes,
Are you
I
looking forward to that?
actually I was what?
Are you looking forward to that?
To be honest, yes. I what's face? I read some of the new PvP armor that is coming out,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm pretty. I don't know. I'm really happy. Like I'm gonna try to get it.
Oh
That's
yeah,
like yeah.
yeah,
Cause like right now I'm in 60. Well,
mm-hmm.
plus 10. I'm like, might as well wait. Like
Yeah, yeah, and then go for the next set,
yes.
right?
Also the new skills that SM's. Well, I think it's only one as far as I remember. I don't know if there's more. I can't remember very well, but we get like one new skill.
How do you think the way our faction is going right now? Like, what is your? Do you have any feelings on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think my first reaction like discouraged you, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I came here, it was really nice to play with people,
Mm-hmm.
but things happen. Like people trash talk each other,
Mm-hmm.
and it's normal. But some people get really butthurt about what happened a year ago or stuff like that. Like, dude, just get over it.
Right.
And right now, I think the faction is it's not really possible. Well, who knows? But it's really hard to unite the entire faction because all the drama that it's been happening the last couple of weeks and months. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's really hard to work together now.
It is. It seems we're getting, for the first while, I think when 4.0 came out, I was really hopeful. It looked like people were going to really start to work together.
Yeah.
And then it all just kind of started falling apart. And I don't know if it's because people kind of had to divide up to do the PvE instances and stuff, where all of a sudden the group PvP and taking forts and stuff just didn't
Yes.
seem to hold as much of a priority. Maybe I don't really know what happened there. And now our faction seems broken again.
Yeah. It is broken. I mean, there's people like it's like, oh, let's go siege. Even if we cannot do it, we should try it. But there's not really a solid plan to attack. I have a lot of friends. Like, if I want to reroll Elias, I can go there. I can get power level up and gear up in like a month probably.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know enough values too.
And I've been asked by them to go there. I'm like, no, I don't like.
Don't you
No, it's all the drama that's happened in LFG and stuff like that, and people that trust talk that much is it's kind of the reason I would like to fucking reroll. But there's like, I just think of my friends. That's it, and
Yeah.
I can do that. There's a bounty list for Asmos officers, transforms, whatever. Like if you are annoying to them, you are how can I say it? You are annoying to them. They put you in that list and they will give you, I don't know. For example, for me on transform, they will pay for the. I mean, I check it probably Monday or last week. Can't remember very well. They were giving 20 mil kina for my kill plus 50 gold medals.
Wow.
And I was like, wow.
Yeah, I know there's bounty for transforms.
Yes.
I knew that.
But I was there and I was really surprised because, they kill me, like, they focus me really hard because, like, 20 mil kina without transforming, it's really nice for whoever you. Yeah.
So what is the toughest class, do you think, for you to beat?
Before, like glad can be really hard if they hit super hard. Like I know some glads that if I don't use my cooldowns in time and I don't time my shit, I can die. I know it, and that's one of the reasons. Like you don't tell me, oh, there's a glad there, there's a 1 star. You don't tell me that. You tell me the name, because I know I'm gonna kill it or not. You
Right.
know?
You know the name, you know what you're
Yes,
up against. Gotcha.
exactly. And pretty much, if you run around the place, you can know, oh, there is that guy, or there is that scene that can to shot me, and you need to learn that too. You cannot
Right.
see, oh, 1 star officer running around this camp, or 5 star here. You cannot say that. That's
Right.
not really useful, because you're gonna be blind. Because it can be, I don't know, it can be fucking Outhiel, or fucking cow, or I don't know. It can
Right.
be anyone.
Right.
You know,
Right.
like you need to like draw the line, like know where your limitations are. Like
Yes.
if you're
Yes.
starting to play, or even for like all game, like the people that has been playing for a long time, they need to know the limitation of
Right.
like class wise and gear wise, you know, because there are some
Yes.
people like Ilioside and Asmoside, like, oh, you're hacking,
I
you
know.
cannot cast faster than me, or you cannot silence me more than once. Like, just learn to play the game.
In this life that we make up, are you let down? Do you give up? Are you let down by me? In this life that we've made, this fake life that someone made up in their heads and gave to us. We all try to climb up, but they throw rocks at our flesh. We all think the same shit. We all dream the nightmare, this fake world on a movie screen. We watch as our lives break up. But one day, if we stand up with a fake smile, we could wake up. The real world is just too much to take in for all of us. We all try to climb up, but they throw rocks at our flesh. In this life that we make up, are you let down?